When I was first coming up with the ideas for my media project, I wanted to create a magazine that was suitable for boys and girls, but after trying to plan the magazine around that, I realised it would be too hard to cater for both, because no matter what happened, it would always look more appealing to one gender. So when I was further into designing the cover, I created an imaginary entity, Aang Yang 1991, for a female teenager around 16 to 20.
You used to get it in your fishnets, now you only get it in your night dress. Discarded all the naughty nights for niceness, landed in a very common crisis. Everything's in order in a black hole, nothing seems to pity is the past though.
I decided to aim for a female target audience as I thought it would be easier for me personally to create a better project. I then came across the problem of the photos I had taken. I wanted to create a magazine that had a main image of indie music, but with a hint of pop, as nowadays most pop artists are also of an indie genre. But the photos I had taken of my models weren't serious enough to look like an indie magazine. I had to make the cover look more pop, because the simple plain look wasn't working for the cover page of my magazine. If I was to take the photos again, I possibly would have got them to look more serious on the pictures for the cover image, but I'm really happy with the outcome of the final pages. The target age for my magazine is around 16 to 20. It looks mature enough not to be taken as a tween magazine, but still has elements of a teenage magazine within it. I used stereotyping, Walter Lippmann 1922, to come up with the perfect genre of magazines to fit the type of audience I was now trying to attract. The indie pop genre of music works well with stereotypical 16-year-old girls' choice of music, and the fact that the magazine doesn't look too serious fits in with the quirky type of people I was trying to attract with my magazine. Because I am going for a more outgoing, quirky kind of audience, I have made sure I use bright colours to attract the reader. Even though I will be changing my colour scheme every month, I'm making sure it will still be bright colours. I want the artist to show off my ideal reader's personality, so having fun photos helps attract the audience more.
When as daft as they seemed, my love, when you dream them all.
My magazine wouldn't have worked if there was serious photos on the cover, but because of the age I was aiming for, it also wouldn't have worked if there were lots of different bright colours everywhere, in shapes all over the cover. That's why I needed to find the perfect balance between an indie magazine and a pop magazine. I wanted to show more artists on my cover to get the genre of the magazine across to my audience, so showing singers performing on stage make it clear to the audience. I've also got the genre of my magazine across on the cover, because of the fact I use popular artists and unknown artists attracting both a wider audience.
Go